My country, that's okay. I was minding my business today, whatever case may be. That one friend that called you, whatever case may be. It's a tracked off of me. That one friend that be like, listen, when you gonna get in a relationship, bitch, mind your business. First of all, you can't even keep one. It's a tracked off of me. Worry about what the fuck you got going on. It's a tracked off me. First of all, bitch, I ain't projecting misery loves company and far from depressed or whatever the case may be, bitch. Whatever you projected on me, fuck you. Infiltrate of me. It be always those one particular people at the end of the day that be watching you within watching you. Why are you so single? Bitch, I'm loving myself. It's the trait of me. I don't need nobody to show me happiness when I can choose my motherfucking self. Hello? No, remember, when you single by motherfucking choice, that energy is different. That shit will fuck someone's mental health up. Growth. It's the trait of me. Why are you so stagnant, bitch? It's the trait of me. I was minding my motherfucking business. Hello? No, for real. My guns, everybody. And that's okay. No, for real. I love to talk about love. I'm my biggest cheerleader, regardless of watching or not. I'm my biggest cheerleader. And regardless of praying in my downfall, a threat in my life. I am my biggest cheerleader. L. They would never understand the levels of real love. The energy is deep. Whoa. How someone got you open but brought you balance when it come to valuing your time and they didn't have to get physical. How it hits different when someone truly showed you that hold on 1 second conversation could be on the same page, not the short change, don't disrespect you. That energy is different when it comes to growth, fall from being stagnant. How you got chicks and dudes praying to get downfall all because hold on 1 second, the apple didn't fall from the tree. When God was showing you how fruitful you are at the end of the day when it came to God's seeds. How you plant the seed when you least expect it. Asking for the right person to walk into your life, not to pretend, hold on 1 second, actually respect you when it comes to your growth. The energy is different. How when the right person walks into your life, they see you, they hate you, respect you with no misintentions. How they your biggest cheerleader up close in person behind closed doors. How true love is really faithful. It's certain individuals that don't know what real love is. They say it's impossible for someone to actually love you. Someone not hexing your life or projecting spell work. But someone could truly walk into you like to truly be kind, not want to listen just to try to blackmail your free will or won't get physical. It's certain individuals that were so brainwashed when it comes to a child point of view. All they saw was abuse, someone disrespecting a household. Only was we was never equal. I had a heart so innocent at the end of the day. Still pure when I became an adult. Didn't have to lose my faith when it comes to God's trust at the end of the day. And I say it respectfully. They say, nah, you whack, you corny, you a nobody. Oh, Lord Jesus. But why would I want to fumble myself? Because you didn't know how to respect me. You wanted to use and abuse me all because we wasn't equal. You wanted to twist my words around the end of it because I believed in you. Imagine believing a conversation that only was the divorce papers was actually hitting the table with the pen at the end day on your way out the door with nothing for you. You had to start all over. Everybody don't understand your growth when it comes to your mental health. How you gotta understand and find happiness all over again because someone robbed you from your own self-reflection. Or let alone did you have to be married for someone to rob you at the end of the day? When it come to hold on 1 second, someone had to put their hands on you when they said that they loved you. That wasn't love. That was verbal, mental, physical abuse at the end of the day because someone to control the narrative when it come to your hope. That little boy that was sitting on the bed watching his mother get his ass. Hold on 1 second. Let me be mindful what I say because they going to say, nah, you a crash up, but hold on 1 second. That baby had pain in their eyes. Because they couldn't protect their own moms. Because they pops wanted to lie. Or let alone, they could have been a different type of script at the end of the day. That little girl, little boy that was watching their moms and their pops. How that mother was so aggressive, beating the father up right to left. All because, hold on 1 second, someone to control the narrative. Have third-party conversation, hold on 1 second. Where was I standing? How couldn't I fix the problem? Was it my fault at the end of the day? Now a household so divided. Now you so used to the norm at the end of the day. Different folks being around you talking about they say they love you. Only because they got molestants, all they doing is trying to blackmail you against you. All because they want to love on your moms and your pops. It's the part when they said that you'll crash out. Matter of fact, hold on 1 second. This is the part when they say that you need a therapist when you become an adult because you didn't get that help at the end of the day when you actually need it. Because certain folks become to a point at the end of the day, they start having a hand problem. They becoming real disrespectful. They don't know what love is because they only knew at the end of the day play mind manipulation game. That's what they saw in the household. Did it actually have to be the household? Nah. It was they surroundings the end of the day from that uncle, that cousin, that aunt, that uncle. You put a name in your book, and I say that respectfully. How someone truly shows you that at the end of the day, you almost hated you. You fell in love with somebody. Only was the hold on 1 second, you hurted somebody. You know, my content is not for everybody. But when the right person walk into your life, not only did they hear your story, they wasn't trying to fumble and disrespect you. They was trying to be patient with you, but you wanted to confuse yourself because you was your own worst enemy. When it comes to hold on 1 second, healing that open wound that certain folks can relate to, that was confidence. You showing up for yourself. All because you wanted to control the narrative when someone believed in yourself. When someone believed in you because they wanted you to believe in yourself. You know that man or woman that walks into your life that wants you to change for all the right reasons. Like, I'm not telling you to get that supervisor job because I don't believe in you. I'm not trying to tell you to do something that's not going to benefit you. I'm not telling you to chase your dream at the end because I hold on 1 second. That's something that means something to you. Your reflection. Regardless if you're a poet, musician, a rapper, actor, you know how to draw, make clothes. You want to be that doctor, that lawyer, pursuing your happiness. You gonna have chicks and dudes laughing at you, call you dysfunctional, all because of your childhood upbringing. But who would have knew that this pointless conversation, at the end of the day, it's never pointless when someone walks into your life because they want you to blossom. Your past didn't hear you. The past didn't see you. All they wanted to do was get in your jokes and talk about you like a bad habit. But who would have knew the love of your life wasn't trying to confuse you? That energy is different. Some people, when they see abuse, they turn to addicts. Don't matter what the narcotics was. Some turn to the mindset of losing themselves when it comes to having hope within. I love to talk about love. I'm not agent of respect. And I'm far from a hater. I would never hurt myself regardless of praying to my downfall. And I said it respectfully. L. Why? Where do you start when it starts with L? Loving you right. How love allowed you to feel the value within. How O allowed you to still to be open within. Allow you to see why you're so valuable, to choose yourself, to understand that equal love allows you to heal, to go within. Regardless, you've been dealing with childhood, spiritual welfare, at the end of the day, going to your adulthood, that self-love is different. L-O-V-E, you're worthy. L-O-V-E, you're worthy. L-O-V-E, you're worthy. Yeah, you're different, but you're worthy of love. Not only loving yourself, but the right loving you. Not only just loving yourself, but the right person loving you. That pursuit of happiness actually is different regardless who's preying on you. Because it's going to be chicks and dudes that don't want you to see your motivation because you willing to understand your reflection. How you call your energy back, they would never understand your intuition. Never give up on yourself when I say that respectfully. I love to talk about love. L, you was far from a lame, far from a loser. That love is different because it was vibing high. And I don't mean talking about narcotics. The energy is different when you really in love. How O allowed you to feel emotionally available. How V allowed you to see why someone could truly value you. Be on the same page pouring into you. Who would have knew that equal love hits different when they open the door? Who would have knew? All because you didn't overlook you. Respect goes a long way. The loyalty allowed you to see it was far from a hesitation. Much so shows you happiness within being different when it comes to conversation. How it was worth your time and day, regardless praying to your downfall. The energy is different when someone sees why you smile more. Because they wanted to bring the best out of you. Good day, bad day, misunderstand day. They ain't want you to be stagnant at the end of the day. Because they brought you the proper balance, being your peace. Who would have knew at the end of the day someone should be praying not against you? The head is different. Love is real, love is one of a kind. With the right one truly for you. That energy is different. It wasn't domestic violence. It wasn't domestic when it comes to real love. And I say that respectfully, but it was far from a joke. How you went from dating someone, how you had date night, movie night, or whatever the case may be. Only was the hold on 1 second, someone became your future. Who would have knew that your equal would allow you to feel that dreams could come true? You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because when that energy is different, when someone showed you, hold on 1 second, you was far from having a pointless conversation. You know, actions spoke louder than words. Regardless, you know, I love you, respect you. Your heart never switched up when it comes to someone loving you properly. You always wanted someone to be by your side. How you getting to love a best friend? Who would have knew? A business partner, someone truly treating you right. They ain't have to project spell work, do witchcraft or voodoo or whatever the case may be to get your time and day. That energy is different, but someone truly wants you to smile in the most healthiest way. You know, energy is different. How when someone finally sees you, hears you, respects you, they bring out a side in you that allows you to heal you, your childhood, your trauma, your pain that went into your adulthood. Your life allows you to feel why it changed. Regardless to who labeled you and said that you ain't going to amount to nobody. How someone brought the best out of you. Only was the hold on 1 second. True love allowed you to feel. It wasn't pain. You know, my content is not for everyone. And that's okay. I just currently just went live at 10:15 p.m. This is currently my third live this evening on YouTube. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15. I would never hurt myself regardless to who's gang stalking me or who's praying to my downfall. And I say it respectfully. Gang stalking awareness is real. Domestic violence is real. Racism is real. Domestic violence, racism, hate crime, and violence is real. Never give up on yourself because someone is praying your downfall. You know, everybody makes mistakes. And especially if you stutter or whatever the case may be, you may get that phone call. I'm gonna have you like this. Oh shit, what the fuck going on? Bad news will have you choked up. Good news will have you choked up too. Like, hold on 1 second. Good or bad. But never give up on yourself when I say that respectfully. I may not make sense to the average person, but giving up is not part of your vocabulary. And especially when you choose your reflection. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. I would never hurt myself regardless to who's gang stalking me. Gang stalking is really real. You know, individuals call me crazy or whatever case may be. Call me that. But I would never hurt myself or my peers around me. And I say that respectfully. Jealousy, envy, and insecurity will make folks do some weird things, and I say that respectfully. Individuals will take your kindness or weakness, or because you decide to choose your face. They would try to control the narrative, but never give up on yourself. And especially when you've been dealing with spiritual warfare and bullyism since a child going into your adulthood. Never get discouraged when it comes to your reflection, choosing yourself. And especially when you know how to take accountability for your actions and you don't run from your past. Continue cool your energy back, get mad at your worthy. No, for real, for real. I am far from a hater regardless to my neighbor's tax bracket. And I say it respectfully. No, it's a trade on me. My man is all going on, all over the place and trade on me. God damn, oh my God. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And it's not a crime to be authentic. I'm far from a hater. I'm far from a copycat. Always be yourself. I would never hurt myself regardless of doing what in the background. And I say that respectfully. When it comes to me showing up for myself, I don't live in fear and I would never hurt myself. And I say that respectfully. Yeah. Now ever try it off of me. You know your time is now. You know that LOV when it comes to your self-reflection, they would never understand how you're holding your crown. You know they would never understand dimming your light wasn't part of your vocabulary when it comes to self-love. They dim your light when it comes to your confidence, praying your downfall, but you was far from a crash out. They would never understand how you elevate when it comes to hands of time. Not to lose yourself. Continue showing up for yourself regardless of praying your downfall, and I say it respectfully. Love yourself, don't dim your light. Love yourself, don't dim your light. Yeah, you're better, you're worthy. My content is not for everybody. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15. I would never hurt myself or stop being my biggest cheerleader, regardless to what community, continent, country, or zip code I'm in, and I say that respectfully, regardless of trying to control the narrative. I'm unable to go live on Instagram for whatever personal reasons or whatever the case may be. And I can't post on certain websites at the end of the day due to whatever someone is doing in the background. But I would never stop showing up for myself. And I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater. Gang stalking awareness is real. And I don't care how anybody projects me to be crazy, slow, stupid, or retarded at the end of the day. I'm not going to stop speaking up for myself. And I said it respectfully. I would never hurt myself or my peers, and I'm far from a hater. I will always continue to show for myself, regardless of who's in the background trying to dim my light. And I said it respectfully. I don't worship the devil. I don't energy harvest people energy. I don't project spell work. I don't do magic, spell work, or whatever the case may be in a toxic way when it comes to spirituality. Continue to call your energy back Monday through Sunday just because almost all that negative energy return back to sender. No ever trade on me. Always be yourself. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. Gang stalking awareness is real. Domestic violence is real. Racism is real. Violence is real. Hate crime is real. Jealousy, envy, and insecurity is really real. I'm far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself when I say that respectfully. Always be yourself to the genuine ones. Never get wings up because someone and I love you, respect you, protect you, or meet you halfway. Well, you don't have to count me for your actions, you don't work from your past. That ain't just different. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15. I would never hurt myself regardless praying to my downfall, and I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater. Always be yourself, Stevons. Have a good day.